So what do you want to know about Yasuo?
I guess, like, I want to learn how to play him so that I can play against him, aside from just being entertaining.
He's one of those champions that has really weird power curves, which is part of, like, what makes learning him a little bit difficult. So you'll find that you're really powerful, like levels 1 to 3, and then you kind of drop off a bunch until you hit level 6, and then you don't really come back online until a few levels, probably after level 11. A lot of other champions get a lot more power at their second tier ult compared to what you get.
So this is a dashy thing?
No. His E is the dashy thing. His Q is like the stabby thing. The tornado is the Q. Except he has to charge it up first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the way it works is that when you hit, when you Q and you hit a unit, you get what's called Gathering Storm. And then the next time you Q something, you get your second stack of Gathering Storm. On your third cast, as long as you hit the first 2, then you'll throw a tornado instead of just stabbing people.
What's this bottom blade? Bottom bar here?
Blade. That's his passive. It's called his flow. The value there is the strength of a shield. When Yasuo moves at all, so that includes like teleporting, taking thresh lanterns, flashing, recalling, like all of those things. When he moves a distance, then he builds up his flow, and then once the meter is full, when he takes damage from an enemy champion or epic monster, or even any monsters now actually, then the shield is consumed, whether or not it actually breaks the shield.
I'm already level 2 and don't know what his Q is.
His Q is a stabby thing, so it's basically it's treated like an auto attack. So the more attack speed you have, the more often you can do it, and the more attack speed you have, the faster he stabs. And
you said I have to charge it?
If you want to throw the tornado. So all you have to do is just like, it's a skill shot auto attack. Think of it that way.
I just held down Q and no tornado happened.
Yeah, because you have to charge the tornado. That's what I said earlier, right?
He's charging, not holding Q down?
No, it's when you hit it. Remember I said that you get the Gathering Storm, so you hit something with the Q, and then you Q again, and then you have 2 stacks of Gathering Storm. And when you have 2 stacks of Gathering Storm, when you cast Q, you throw a tornado. You lose your stacks of Gathering Storm unless you Q something within 6 seconds.
Like I just hit something and it didn't give me the option to recast.
Your Q has a cooldown, right?
Uh-huh.
That's why you didn't have the option to cast again, because they're still on cooldown.
But when it comes back, am I not going to have lost that stack that I need?
Nope, it doesn't take that long. You get 6 seconds, and the longest your Q cooldown can be is 4 seconds. There you go, tornado! Thanks. Your first NATO. I'm on NATO.
A what? Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, am I supposed to be using my Q, like, on everything?
I mean, it helps, because it'll make you lifesteal. It pushes the wave, like, a little bit faster, because it deals more damage than just auto attacks. So the idea is that you can auto attack, and then you can immediately Q afterwards, because it's an auto attack reset. So, like, as soon as you see him swing and hit something, then you can hit Q, and then he'll immediately Q right afterwards.
Okay, so am I supposed to be using Q on, like, minions?
Well, if you want to be able to use your tornado against champions, then chances are you're going to have to stack it on the minions first, because it's not very likely that they're going to let you Q them. Like, by the time you hit them with tornado, that'll be 3 Qs you hit them with, so, like, it is a lot easier to charge it up on the minions. You just have to be careful that you don't, push the wave too much, and then, like, the jungler tanks you or whatever, right?
Right.
But, yeah, without the tornado, you're a lot less threatening, so it's usually good to try and keep your stacks of your Q going. So you do want to be queuing, like, pretty often. So you can only dash to enemy units. So, like, doesn't include wards. And you can do it to monsters, champions, minions, pets, like all that stuff. He dashes faster if he has more movement speed. He can dash to the same target after, like, a delay. So, like, that way you can't just, like, zoom through the same person over and over again. You're going to want to max your E second, because when you put points into E, it lowers the cooldown on the dash. It starts at half a second, and then it goes all the way down to 0.1 seconds, and then each point you put into it reduces the time in between like dashing to the same target. What questions do you have so far?
Everything.
I mean, I'm trying here. Is Windwall. It has a really long cooldown. It starts at only, I think it's like 300 units wide. Every point you put into it reduces the cooldown and then increases the width by 50. And the cooldown goes down by like 2 seconds each time. The Windwall blocks all projectiles. Things like Valkaz's laser or Lux's laser technically aren't projectiles because they're lasers. Oh, sorry, I should have been paying attention. Malphite knocked them up, and I think you wanted to do the Windwall itself, it like moves away from you a little bit at the beginning, so you kind of have to like position yourself around it properly. So sometimes you can go like, you can walk in and out of it if someone's trying to like shoot you from the opposite side. The Windwall also gives you a small amount of vision, so if you like throw it into like a brush or over a wall, you can actually see over it a little bit, which is kind of interesting. What else are you thinking?
I'm just thinking how he seems like the worst.
What do you mean?
Like, he just seems complicated for no reason, like not in a fun way.
So he doesn't do lots of damage, so largely what he has to do... Oh! You had her there. So you knocked her up there, and then for the... She's knocked up for like a second, or like just under a second. During that time, you can press R when your cursor is near her, and then you'll use your ultimate onto her.
Can I just dash forever? Like, it didn't even go on cooldown. Basically, I don't even have to walk anywhere.
But you can only dash to enemy targets. And you can't dash through him again until that white circle is depleted. So you're about to knock him up. So hit R when you hit him. Oh, you killed him first.
Alright then.
One thing I didn't mention is that you can use your Q during your dash. So as soon as you start dashing through something, press your Q, and then he'll spin into his sword swipey thing. So you did a little bit late there, but you had the right idea. So you can try it again on something, I guess. Yeah. And then when you have the 2 stacks of Gathering Storm, then you'll knock people up who are all around you.
Now that I like kind of know what he does, it's definitely more fun. Like, I can see why like more experienced players would enjoy playing him, because it's, you know, like more of a challenge. But it's still like, I don't know why anybody would choose to play him before learning to play like literally everyone else. You know?
I guess he's got that, you know, that edgelord quality to him.
Edgelord.
He's like this drunken samurai dude who looks cool when he fights things, and he has cool hair and a long sword. That's why people want to play him.
I love the Hazuki jokes. Did Tech tell you about his keychain?
Oh yeah. Let me go get that.
Yes, the Hazuki keychain. It's a little baby Yasuo on a keychain.
I'm gonna wear my Zelda hat.
My attraction fee wanes by the second.
Milady? I mean...
Yeah, look at you.
Mazelda? So let's do our best to use your Q every time it's off cooldown. Every time you can use it, I just want you to use your Q.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't even start E. Whatever. So when you knock her up like that, it's an easy time for you to just like walk up to her and auto her again. See those Qs. Oh man. You got like all the CS.
I don't know about that. I got 4.
4 out of 6. So don't forget that when you Q something, it's like an AoE, right? So you can like stab multiple minions, or you can stab champions through minions and stuff like that.
What do you mean it's an AoE?
Like the whole area of his sword. It's not just like the tip of it. Like the whole sword hits things.
I keep thinking that my flow is mana and getting concerned.
Oh, no, you have no resources.
Being like, uh-oh, better be conservative.
Nope, you're fine. You can dash in towards her. Ignite her. Oh, you got her. Oh, wow, that NATO, though. She did it, guys. She did it.
Future Yasuo main incoming. That definitely wasn't just lucky. I am extremely skilled at this champion.
Very true duality, Virgo. The Yasuo syndrome of always ulting when someone gets knocked up, even if it's a bad idea.
Why would it ever be a bad idea?
You can ulti somebody underneath their tower, and then you'll take tower aggro like while you're ulting them. Or you're like ulting to the middle of the enemy team and they'll like kill you before you even finish.
Is it a dash?
It's actually a blink. So you instantly teleport.
I don't even know what his ultimate is. I thought it was a tornado.
No. It's when you ulti somebody who's been hit by your tornado or is knocked up for other reasons. And then what Yasuo does is that he suspends them in air for 1 second while slashing them multiple times, and then at the very end he deals a bunch of damage to them. Not while he's slashing them, for whatever reason.
I mean, I hate him slightly less now, because I mean, like, I realized that the fact that he doesn't have mana or any other cost to worry about means that, like...
And you build so much attack speed that you just take towers super fast.
Yeah. And, like, he's kind of...
Oh, ulti her. Ulti! Yeah! Perfect.
Why would you do that to me?
I mean, you asked, like, why would it be a bad idea to ulti? Perfect example. If the game can, it will put you outside of tower range if you're ulting somebody. So, like, if they're, like, really close to the tower, because the way it normally works is that Yasuo goes, like, behind them to ult them, but if going behind them means you're going to be under the tower, then it won't do that, and instead it'll place you outside of the tower range. When you have enough attack speed, or if you use your ulti off of like somebody else's knockup, right when you land as Yasuo, you can actually use your Q on the person that you just ulted. Like, you come to the ground, you slam the ground, and you can just like Q them before they can do anything. They can get like extra damage that way. Oh, well, look at that ult. You have wind wall, you could probably turn on her with Kha'Zix and kill her. Yeah, use your wind wall. Oh, gotta aim it at her though. Okay, it still worked out.
So it's like Brahm's shield, it won't just like automatically go in front of you?
No, you aim it like it's like a skill shot. Like, you aim it in a direction, and then it like drifts out towards that direction slowly.
Ooh, that's pretty satisfying.
Yeah. Oh, that's CS. Oh my god, that was close. You almost got out of it. But don't forget to use the wind wall.
Why did it go in front of her?
Because you threw it through her.
When I cast it, I put it in that direction. Why didn't it go in between me and her? And on the other, instead of on the other side of her?
No, it starts literally inside of Yasuo. It does. That's how it works. You don't cast it at a place. You throw it out in a direction, like a skill shot. Throw it out from Yasuo. It doesn't appear somewhere. He throws the wall, right? Mm-hmm. And then, I guess in a sense, yeah, there is like a minimum distance. Like, you can't tell it. You can't cast the wind wall and not have it move. Like, it will move in the direction that you cast it in. So in that sense, there's like a minimum, sort of, because like you can't just place it in front of you like a Karthus wall, or you can't just like hold it onto your body like a Braum wall. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and be sure to check us out on Twitch. We also have lots of other social media and a Discord, all of which are linked below.
And if you want to go above and beyond and help us produce more content just like this, please consider checking out our Patreon. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, and you'll get rewarded with tons of bonus content and other rewards. The link to that is down below as well.
So we hope to see you in Twitch chat soon.
Bye!
Bye!